welcome to another episode of the reviews on GH Movie Freak TV. My name is Asankomah, and in this particular episode we are talking about a film written and directed by Pascal Amanfo. This is by Yvonne Nelson's YN Productions, so stick and stay. Right, so like I already said, this is a film written and directed by Pascal Amanfo. If you know Pascal Amanfo in this Ghanaian Nigeria film space, you know he's one of the most sought after writers and directors. And in this particular film, he presents to us a story about three ladies who met at an audition, and fast forward 4 years into their lives, they are big stars and they are trying to avoid scandals. First of all, I don't think this is the best script we've seen from Pascal Amanfo in the last 10 years. I feel like this script could have been better. It could have been much better. I was a bit disappointed by how this film turned out, and I'll get into it later on in the review. But for now, let's talk about some of the things I like about this film. Right, so the first thing I like about this film is the fact that, well, I mean, it looks good to the eyes. I mean, you can't fault it on any aspects when it comes to that. It's something that you just sit through and just enjoy. If you want some eye candy, there are a lot of pretty ladies in this film that you'd enjoy looking at, of course. And there are also some good looking men that you just, I mean, if that's what you are into, you just like to watch the film. Besides that, I also feel like the overall production was okay. Well, you can't fault them in any way in terms of the production elements like sound, cinematography, lighting, and all of that. Okay, I give them that. Also, I like a bit of the acting. This woman is somebody I can't seem to get enough of, Michelle Atto, and she plays a role quite similar to what she played in the 2018 hit Bad Luck Joe, where she played a character Madame Francesca, and in this film she plays a toned down version of that particular character, which I quite enjoyed in this film, although I feel like she should have been given a lot of screen time, because according to the title of this film, she's a fixer. The title of the film is Fixers, and she was supposed to fix situations in the lives of these three ladies, but unfortunately she gets not enough screen time to warrant the role or the character of a fixer. Right, so the first thing I didn't like about this film was that for the first 5 minutes or 6 minutes into the opening, it presents to you a fast pace. It introduces these three ladies at an audition and then quickly cuts several scenes, seeing their should I say their careers progress, and ultimately it takes you 4 years into time, and you get the impression that this is a fast-paced film. And after those first few minutes, everything just slows down. Yes, that's what I did not like about this film. It's very slow paced. It's like it seemed to lack some urgency. It's like the story, there was no urgency in telling us the story. Okay, it drags on for too long. After the first few minutes, takes us on a very long, slow paced, boring ride, and saves all the rest of the story for the remaining 15 minutes of the film. I can't seem to get over that fact. For the majority of the runtime of this film, you are found trying to identify exactly what is going on with the story, or what exactly is the story. Okay, so the next thing I did not like about this film was the fact that it is titled Fixers, but we do not know who is fixing what and why they are fixing what exactly. We have to just sit through this film till it gets to the last part, and then we figure out that, okay, the fixer actually has situations to fix, which in my opinion were things that were not career threatening or scandals that were enough to warrant having a fixer go to those extremes to fix. Okay, I know it sounds a bit confusing, but that's exactly how I felt about this film, considering the fact that these three ladies could have been used in so many ways to tell the story in interesting ways that would actually see their situations escalate to the point where they actually need a fixer, and then you get to understand the importance of the title Fixers. Also, I feel like saving all that interest for the last 15 minutes of the film was a bit of a huge disappointment. I feel like, again, this is not the best script or the best screenplay I've seen from Pascal Amanfo. Characters like the one Prince David Osei played, totally underused. He barely had about 4 or 5 scenes in the film. Okay, again, we're given the impression that he was very central to the plot from the beginning, but some way, somehow, he just disappears and resurfaces getting to the end of the film. And to make matters worse, his situation gets complicated by the introduction of another character. And in the end, we find out that that introduction was some grand plan or scheme to test his faithfulness. I feel like this film was very, very confusing. Okay, it had everything all over the place. Not the best I've seen from Pascal Amanfo. And I mean, Yvonne Nelson could have done better producing a film that actually tells a story that keeps you hooked from beginning to the end. Okay, so my final verdict for this film is I'm going to score Fixers, directed and written by Pascal Amanfo, 5 over 10. Yes, I think it deserves an average score in terms of production elements, but story-wise, this didn't just work for me. This felt like a complete waste of my time, and I feel like Yvonne Nelson could have put her resources to better use, telling a story that's actually compelling enough to keep people at the edge of their seats. There was no point in the film that I felt like I am at the edge of my seats waiting for what is going to happen next. It felt like I just want to get this over and done with. What is going to happen next? Where is this going exactly? And what really ruined the entire thing for me was the fact that there was no urgency. It was like you didn't have something to expect to get into the climax of the film, and eventually it just ends giving you like, okay, what did I just spend my time sitting through? So yeah, 5 over 10 for me. It's available for streaming on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, I'll still encourage you to go on Netflix and check it out for the love of film, and let us know what you think about it in the comment section below. Okay, so I'm done with my review for this film. You can help this channel by leaving a couple of comments, and do well to share this review as many times as you can, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button if you've not already subscribed to this channel. We'll be bringing you more reviews right here on GH Movie Freak TV. My name is Asankomah.